Bauchi State is a home to about 7 million people. Almost 5 million of this number live in rural areas. Statistics show that 2 million people in these rural areas lack access to clean water and basic sanitation. The effects are rippling and disastrous.
Muna da matsala wanda ya shafi ruwan sha, abun da ya shafi ilimi ba mu da shi, abun da ya shafi lafiya ba mu da shi.
Gaskiya ruwa ba shi da daɗi, ruwa ba shi da kyau, yanda kasan manja haka kina da ƙasa ka kuma da kwadi suna mutuwa a ciki, yana kuma ɗan wari-wari haka muke sha.
Ranar Litinin da daddare na ci abinci na sha ruwa, kuma na yi kurɓa ɗaya na biyu zan mayar sai na ji sawun wannan ƙwaro ya kama min wuya. To na harar ban sani ba haske, ko ta fita ko bata fita ba to ban shina ba, amma wuya na nan na kwambi ina jin yana ƙaran ɗinsa kamar an tsagan da wuƙa. Na yi wajen kwana 15 ban na jin daɗin wuyana, kuma na yi jalje da sake da jalje to dai kuma da haka dai abun da har yanzu ban ji daɗi sosai ba.
Ba ka da ruwa a hannunka, girkin ka he dare ya yi sosai, he bayan isha ka gama tuwo. Idan kayan wanki ka tara he dai ka ajiye su, he ka samu kaman sati 2 kaya kana ajiye su na wanki. He san da ruwa ya wadata tukunna ka yi wanki.
Misalin karfe 12 ina neman ruwa, barci ya ɗauke ni. Ban san lokacin da na faɗa muka ta wasa da kwaɗi ba, amma na karye. Wannan hannun na karye a wannan hannun, a faman neman ruwa na sha wahala sosai.
Bauchi State is one of the few states that have water, sanitation and hygiene policy developed and approved by government, but the implementation has been a challenge.
We are trying to review the policy again, which WaterAid is coming in to assist us so that we bring up something higher than what it is now.
Kasar Gombe muke zuwa, magwabtar mu Duku, karamar hukuma Duku. Nesa wurin da yana shi awa 2 zuwa da dawa amma a mashin. Shi ne mutum ya je ba ruwan ma ba sa so. Sai dai muna roƙonsu wani lokaci mu ta da fada ma hayaniya kafin mu samu ruwan. Ruwan nan lalle kalar kaman ja ne, kuma mutum yana sha kaman tsami ruwan yake. Shanu idan suka kai za su shigar da shi a wurin su wa'incan ɗin. Wurin ɗaya ne da inda muka sha da inda shanu suka sha.
Ana samun haɗari sosai. Na ɗauko ruwa na garin dawowa na faɗi a hanya, duk na ji wannan ciwon.
Ina cikin tonkolin gaduji wanda aka tona da hannu, wanda muke tare ruwan sama ya zo ya shiga. Muna amfani da shi wata 1 zuwa wata 2 bayan ɗaukewar ruwa. In rani ya shiga sai ya kafe, yadda kuke ganin bayana haka babu ruwa, yanzu rani babu ruwa.
In a particular community, it takes an average of 10 minutes to draw water out of the well. Multiply that to just fill a basin, and it's worse off during the dry season.
Ya tana da fari ruwan nan, tana da kuma ɗanɗana shi kuma iya da ɗan wari. In an sha kuma mutum sai ya ji kuma kamar har murɗa. Kuma in gari ya waye, yaro ya yi kashi a samu ruwan tsarkin ma ya zama mana damuwa. Gashi yanzu ana son a mana shadda ba mu da ruwa, shi yasa in an yi shadda rashin ruwa to za a tafi kuma a nemi itace a tafi a bayan ɗaki.
Akwai wanda ta je jejin nan ta aihu a wajen, aka ɗauko ta ita da yaronta aka kawo ta gida, ba matsalar ruwa kam, an ɗauko ta haka an kawo ta gida, an ɗauka yaron da haka a zani kawai. Yanzu bai mana kyau ba ko?
In muna al'ada ba mu da ruwa, dole dai sai muna yin wannan kuma zumma mu yasar a cikin jeji, wannan kuma yayi a yasar a cikin jeji, ba hali kuma mu samu wanke tsumma. Muna kuma bata dan zannuwa in wannan kuma gari ya waye sai a cire wannan a yasar a jeji a sake a sa wuta zumma.
Za mu ɗan yi bayani ne kaɗan. Za ka zo ka samu mata ta zo tana maka complain na ciwon mara, ƙaiƙayin gaba da sauransu. To wa'annan sai ina danganta shi da rashin wadataccen ruwa ne. ta zo lokacin da za ta yi menses ba ta samu ruwan da ta wanke abubuwan amfaninta ba, ta mayar ta sa a jikinta, in ga za a samu infection zai shiga mara, zai yi ciwo, za a samu su kaikayin gaba, farin ruwa, to suna yawan complain na wayannan. Ana samun yawan bari matanmu da dama. Yara kuma da dama sukan zo da ciwon ciki su ma still da amai da gudawa, har manya ma wayansu sukan zo da amai da gudawa, amma yawancin yaran sun fi samu saboda ba su san yadda za su yi su tsaftace hannayensu ba, ba su san yadda za su samu abinci su wanke abun ma kamar su mangwaro su wayewa lokacinsu.
As a CSO, we go to this rural area where the government presence are not seen. These people have no voice. That's a very big challenge. They have nobody to speak out on their need. We work with them, mobilizing them. You see that they have the zeal. They want to know where they want to go, but because they don't know what to do.
The role of the CSOs can be categorized into 3 to 4. One, which is ensuring that citizens are aware of their basic rights, most especially with regards to water, sanitation, and hygiene. There is need also to now build their capacity on how to help themselves in certain ways. This capacity building, or should I say development process, includes continuous mentoring and continuous monitoring them to bring them up to speed to certain level.
Muna da illoli kamar haka. Haga illa na rashin ruwa, shi aka ce ruwa mu rijiya ce. Rijiyar nan kuma wasu idan ina haɗe da idanun shadda, don saboda ina haifar mana ciwon hanta, typhoid, malaria da shauransu.
People are becoming much aware of the facilities around them because of the enormous pressure on the population growth and a sign of the environmental challenges.
There is a need to scale up provision of water and sanitation hygiene infrastructure, whether you are talking of pipe-borne water or motorized boreholes or any other intervention.
There are actually some communities that are provided with water facility, but you find that at some points in time, this borehole will break down, and then they will go back to their former places where they have been taking water. And these are some of the challenges the community people face with accessibility when repairs were not made in time.
Wani farko da ya kamata ne mu samu shine kamar kayan kunce kan bohol. Idan muka samu nan za mu samu saukin gyaran famfon sosai.
Muna da communities da yawan gaske sun kai 373. To kuma kwata-kwata abin da muke da su na hand pumps bai wuce 100 da ba. Muna da solar bai wuce 20 da wani abu ba. Akwai motorized kuma yawancinsu duk sun lallace. Kinga ko bayan da za a samu tsaftataccen ruwan sha.
The effects of the lack of clean water cuts across everyone in the community, from the local business vendors to the little children.
In an samu ingantaccen ruwa, ai bayan kasuwanci zai karu, kuma yanayin amfanin kiwon lafiya zai karu sosai.
Muna shan wahala game da yadda za a yi ruwa ya samu na sha, sai kuma abubuwan da kamar a cikin kungiya na ina mitin da mutane na, idan misali matan wani mamba na tana da ciki, muna iya bakin kokarin mu wajen a zo awu, kuma ko da yara ba su da lafiya kananu a cikin mu, ina gaya wa mambobi na a yi kokari ba sai a biya nisa ba, a zo asibiti.
Matsalolin da nake samu game da yaran shine daukan ruwa da ake nema a kawo a gida yana kawo delays na yaran zuwa makaranta, ba sa cika attending makarantar regularly.
Kandahar community near Bauchi metropolis is made up of tightly packed clusters of households. In February 2018, an outbreak of cholera rocked the community, breaking down its already weakened sanitation structures. This was the third outbreak in 8 years.
In this community, we have a challenge of poor sanitation and poor source of drinking water, because if it is during rainy season, even in this clinic, you'll be seeing how the drainage will just wash some dirties inside the hospital. And if there are any other wells around, all this dirty will go through the well. And you know, we in the community, sometimes we don't even take care or boil the water before drinking.
Water board was there to check all the pipes that were broken. They bent the pipes, and the well that was used by the Islamic students were destroyed, because it seems it was inside that water that they got the problem. So you can see we came in and collaborate with Ministry of Environment to make sure that this outbreak is controlled.
Personal hygiene is still low in the population, and there is problem of space for constructing public toilets in areas where you find the Almajiri schools and even members of the community. They still practice this open dumping. The inconsistency of evacuating this dump site, broken pipes, exposed soccer waste, all these are challenges.
Most people used to call this clinic Asibiti Ameda Gudawa. People think that we don't treat anybody, we don't receive other patients, it is only those who have cholera.
It's in our action plan to see all the communities in both LGA have been sensitized to know the impact or to know the challenges, with regards to sanitation.
Although Warji local government area seems to be getting things right in ensuring that people have access to clean water, basic sanitation and hygiene, there are still a few challenges. However, there is no better place to hear their progress than from the mouth of the children.
Da ban mu da sharguna, shargan mu biyu ne. Batta isha mu, yanzu kuma ta yi mana sharga. In mun yi bangare tana yi, ta koya mana tsafta. Muna wankewa hannu ko da toka ko da sabulu. A gida ma muna yin tsafta na wankewa hannu in mun fito daga sharga.
Now the LGA is open defecation free local government. Before we are using river, ponds, hand dug well, but now in Warji local government we have 263 hand pump borehole that is being done by Sean Project. In CLTS we were trained how to trigger community to become and facilitate them to stand on their feet and also to sanitize their community by themselves.
With the help of the community, we have the borehole. The facility was built with the toilet, flushing one, but we don't have water inside, so the community helped and build the pit latrine. So the patient and the patient relatives, even the health workers, are using the pit latrine. But outside, we have TP tap. We are using it with soap and we are using the water for hand washing.
WaterAid is embarking on an intervention in Bauchi State called Strengthening Water, Sanitation and Hygiene Delivery Systems, SWADS. They are also working with the Bauchi State government to support the strengthening of these wash delivery systems and ensure that local government areas like Warji are able to manage and sustain wash interventions.
We have very good programs that are supported by government, by donors. So we have been able to mobilize resources.
We have a strong advocacy team to each and every lawmakers and the other partners to come and join hands with the Bauchi State government so that we can bridge the gap on maintenance, ownership, community mobilization, and sensitization.
The Strengthening Water, Sanitation and Hygiene Delivery Systems project is aimed at improving wash governance in Bauchi State with the purpose of ensuring sustained access to clean water, basic sanitation and hygiene. Through this project, we will be implementing direct services in one LGA, and that LGA is called QFI Local Government. In that LGA, we'll be providing direct services to communities as well as direct services in healthcare, primary healthcare facilities. An interesting campaign that we will be implementing in this project is the Vote for WASH campaign to really empower citizens, sensitize them. Instead of asking for stomach infrastructure, why don't you ask for WASH services from political aspirants as they come to campaign in your community or your district? Software components of our work will include implementing approaches that ensure sustainable total sanitation, and we'll also look at incorporating private sector participation, merging that with the national CLTS approach. Our hygiene interventions will focus basically on changing behaviors such as improving hand washing, food hygiene, water hygiene, menstrual hygiene, and so forth.
SWADS for us is a very exciting project in the sense that it gives us a wonderful opportunity to be able to work with the key stakeholders in Bauchi to bring about 4 key results. Of the states that we could have worked in, Bauchi was one state that demonstrated an appetite for what we're trying to do.
We start with 160 facilities. We give the renovation and upgrades of that facilities. So on the process, after we finish this 160 facility, we are going to scale to 323 so that each and every ward has a functional primary healthcare facility.
There is a component of interface between WASH and other sectors, particularly health sector, and building the capacity of public health workers. If you build the capacity of public health workers, they are able to deliver better services to the people. Then the awareness you have created in the people will make them to demand for a better service, because they will now see it as a right rather than a privilege. So when you look at the breakdown, you are talking of citizens awareness creation to demand for accountability in WASH sector, to demand for quality services, to also hold government to account on diverse areas as affecting WASH.
We're realizing that the real duty bearer, which is government, is the one we should be supporting so that they can play that role to reach even more people. We want to look back 3 years and see that the lead agency in the state, which is the State Ministry of Water Resources, is able to bring all of these key actors into the same room, have a one plan, so that the different agencies know their roles and they commit resources to it and are able to run with it. And if we're able to do all of that, we believe very strongly that the key people we serve, which are the really hard to reach individuals, will have a better chance of having improved access to WASH facilities, either in their communities, in schools, or in health facilities that they use.
Despite the efforts made by the Bauchi State government and development partners, including WaterAid, a lot more still needs to be done. According to national statistics, nearly half of the households in Bauchi still lack access to clean water and decent toilets. So imagine the number of people who still lack access to clean water and decent toilets. A lot still needs to be done in this area. Government needs to prioritize the WASH sector by replicating best practices. Multiple sectors need to come together. That is the health sector, education sector, environment sector needs to work together, plan together in ensuring that these needs are met. The private sector also needs to realize that there is business, there is a need to be met, and there is business in WASH, particularly in the area of sanitation. People also need to recognize that having access to clean water and decent toilets is a right, and demand for these rights from duty bearers and from service providers. Communities should take ownership of WASH services provided, and government should also put in place systems to support communities manage and sustain WASH services over time. Our role as development partners is to support government deliver and not replace government. Government needs to take up this responsibility of providing WASH services for the people of Bauchi State. Government needs to ensure that enough funding is committed and utilized in providing wash services?
This is a small project. We're only working in one local government in Bauchi State. Bauchi State has 20 local governments. The conditions that you have seen so far, are replicated across the local government. So what we're doing is a tip of the iceberg. It's important that the government owns the problem in Bauchi State, and through this project, having seen how a good project can be delivered, we'll be able to replicate it elsewhere. We're also calling on other partners, the federal government, development partners, to prioritize water and sanitation, because this is the basics upon which every other SDG can be, sustainable development goal can be achieved. Without water and sanitation, we cannot have good health. We cannot have good education. And so the project has done well within the local government where it is working, but there are 20 local governments, and the same thing has to be happening elsewhere.
For me, the reward will be when we're able to bring some significant decency to that woman out there in some hard-to-reach community because she has access to improved wash facilities. And I can't wait to see the smile on the face of such a woman, the smile on the face of such a kid. I think for me that will be the ultimate reward.